I yesterday in the fellowship, I mentioned this. What they say is a true story. This woman had two children, two daughters, and she remarried. And so the older daughter grew up and left home. The younger daughter stayed with the mother, her and her second husband, the daughter stepfather, and the mother. Long story short, the girl turned. The mother had been telling, I guess, both girls, but especially the one girl, that you can, well, both girls, that you cannot date until you're 16 years old. He was just saying that all along. But this young girl turned 15. She met a boy in high school who was in graduate. He was in the 12th grade, I guess. Graduate, 18 years old, and they fell in love. You know what you call love. They fell in love, and when they fell in love, for a while, they kept it away from this girl's mother. And the boy had a job that he worked. He worked at a supermarket, while he went to high school. And they fell in love. They met at his job. She was in the market one day, and they locked eyes one day, and they fell in love. And so they fell in love, and then the girl was so happy about it. And she finally thought, let me tell my mother, I met this guy, it's fun, I love him. And when she told the mother, the bat hit the fan. The mother like, no, you're 15, you cannot date. She like, but what's wrong with it, the daughter? We're just having fun. What's wrong with it? The mother said, I told you you can't date until 16. And so what happened, the girl started to hide it, keep it away from the mother, because now she's emotionally connected to the boy, and there was nothing that's going to tear them apart. Long story short, the girl dated the boy, and the mother started poking around to see if they were still dating, and she found out that they were, and all hell broke loose. The mother went on a warpath to try to break up their relationship. And the more the mother fought against it, the closer the boy and the girl got together. The more the girl wanted to be with the boy, and the boy wanted to be with the girl. And then one day, the girl pretended to be sick. She stayed home from school. And when the mother went off to work, the girl invited the boy over, and they slept together. And that was it. And then the mother kind of suspected something had happened, because she came home early to check on her daughter, and the bedroom door was closed, and blah, blah, blah. But the boy ran out the room before the mother could get upstairs. And it just got worse. It got so bad that the mother called up her friends and family members, and she asked them to spy on this girl to see if they were still dating. And if you catch them together, let me know, said the mother. And lo and behold, the older people spied on the kids, and they would call the mother. Isn't that amazing? And so, but that didn't stop them. They become smarter as how to sneak around and be together anyway. The boy had a truck because he was working. He had bought himself a truck, so they snuck around anyway. And long story short, the mother, you know how women like to brag that they are strong, and it just brought out the best in them, their best self or something, to fight for the daughter. I'm gonna fight for my daughter. I'm gonna fight for my daughter, and it just made it worse. And so one day, when the mother thought that they had been sleeping together, at least one time, sleeping together, the mother went over to the boy's job and told him that I'm going to tell the school that you've been sleeping with my underage daughter, and you are known as what do you call that? When you sleep with a girl younger than you?
Statutory.
Yeah, statutory rape. And it shocked the boy. It shocked him. He like, and so it scared him, right? So he told it, the next time he saw a girl, He told her, we can't date anymore. We can't date anymore. Your mother want to have me put in jail. I'm going to lose my life if I continue to date you. And the girl was like, well, we just run away or we'll do, I'm not going to, I love you and I'm not going to let that stop me. And the boy realized the girl loved him and he loved her. And then he said, okay, we'll keep staying with this. And long story short, the mother just got worse. And so finally, long story short, what happened was one day the mother came home and the boy and the girl were out on the back porch, laying down on the back porch there, and they had committed suicide. They shot themselves in the heads, according to the report, because they believed that since the mother would not let them be together on earth, they believed that if they died together, that they would go to heaven together and they would be together forever. And she walked in and there was blood all over the place back porch. And she believed that, the kids believed that that would happen. They would go to heaven and be together forever. That's how much they love one another. And the mother did not take responsibility that they had committed suicide. She didn't say, well, I drove them to that. And what I realized from this, the mother never took any responsibility. She didn't say, you know what, I know how you feel, daughter. I went through the same thing. I'm on my second marriage. She didn't say that, don't do it. I recommend you not do this. But if you do, you got to take care of you got to suffer the consequences. I have failed you. Your father and I are not together. I have not lived a life of love. Your father and I have not shown you how to be of love and be right. Because if the parents were right, the children would be right. But if the parents are wrong, the children are going to be wrong. The children are what the parents are. They become and they are what the parents are. And this mother was trying to make this girl do, quote unquote, right when the mother wasn't right. You can't cause kids to be wrong and then try to make them to be what you think they are to be right. And the mother never took responsibility for it at all. And her little female friends, oh, poor mother, poor nothing. And we had a discussion about this yesterday. But what I didn't mention yesterday is that later on, after the girl had expired, killed herself, the mother listened to the phone one day, and the girl had left a message on her phone before she committed suicide, telling her mother, oh, I love you, mother, and blah, blah, blah. Because the girl was trying to still love her mother. And no matter, and it didn't matter what the mother was doing to her, she still tried to love her mother. Whatever you think love is, right? That emotional love. But she left a phone message, I love you, mother, but I have to do this. And this is in every family. Every family. And especially when, another thing I noticed in this situation, that when there is a husband, whether it's the father or the stepfather, they always let the women deal with the children. Even when the father is in the home and it's time to correct the children, the father will sit at the dinner table and let the mother correct the children. That's never going to work, men. That's never going to work, ladies. It's not the order. It's not in you to correct children. That's why you need a husband. You should be working on yourself in case you don't have a husband, so God can change your heart from anger to love, and the love will work through you toward them, for them, to them. But I want you to know there are no such things. There's no such thing as a bad child or bad children. It's only bad parents. No such thing as bad children. but bad parents. What you see the children doing, it is what the parents are. Whether it's Christian parent, whatever kind of religion you are, whatever you see the children doing, is you're looking at the parents. There is no such thing as bad children. No such thing. And as soon as you realize that and apologize to your children, hey, kids, I'm wrong. I have not been patient with you. I have no love. I'm wrong. The sooner you work with them on that, while they're still little, you have a better chance of them turning around from the anger to the love. But most parents don't care because they don't think there's anything wrong with them. I'm the parent. I can be whatever I want. I can do what I want. And they pass on instruction to the children. It's a spiritual battle. It is a spiritual battle. And look at the world around you. Look at the world in your little space. Nothing but misery. Nothing but heartaches and misery. Hell on earth. Hell on earth. I've seen so many cases where adult children end up taking care of their mothers. Sometimes the fathers, but mostly mothers. The mothers move in with them or they move in with the mother. Now they stuck with the mother until she died. And even though they're miserable taking care of their mothers, they don't want to do it at all. They're doing it out of guilt, which is hatred, which is anger. And then finally the mother dies, and those same adult children who hate their mothers, they go and cry at the funeral. Mama is gone. Think about that. The person you hated the most, you were stuck with her, you had to take care of her, and regret it and resent it taking care of her. Now she's dead, and you go to the funeral and cry and have fun memories, so you say. Tell me human beings are not messed up. Human nature is wicked. But there is a way out. And not all are going to take that way out. Only a handful will. And some of the handful, one or two of the handful will get on this pathway and they'll get off eventually. They will go toward the light, and someone or something would tell them, oh no, don't go there. Stay here with us. We are your friends. We are your family members. How can you do this? Stay with us. And they'll get off that path and go back into hell. But then there are the few that sees it all the way through. And they are rewarded for it in a way that words cannot express. They are given perfect peace right here on earth. And I know, because I hear it all the time, most people don't. Most people don't have perfect peace at all, and they don't believe that you can have it. They say, well, nobody has perfect peace. I never met anyone who has perfect peace. And so because they have not met anyone who has it, they don't believe it's possible. Even though God made it possible. He made it possible. And the real you you're already free and you don't even know it. And the reason you don't know it, because you have totally identified with the illusion you, the illusion self, the illusionary self, and you think that's you. You think it's you. You think you're the misery. You think you're the lonely one. You think you're the suicidal one. You think you're the one that need and want this or that and that and that. You think you're the fear. You think you're the doubt. You think you're the love and the unloved. You think all kinds of things. You think you're the shy one. You think you're the one that care about what others think about you or say about you. You think you're the one that want to be like somebody else. You think you're the one that cries. When you're crying, you really think you are crying. Think about that one. A thought comes and you cry and the people around you pat you on the shoulder. There, 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 there. There, 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 there. And you think it's you crying. There is a way out. There is a kingdom of heaven within. There is a real, another real reality. There is a real you. But you're never going to know him, the real you, him or her, until you look within, until you live in the light and stay in that light and live in that light and stay with that light no matter what. Until you stay in the light, you're going to suffer. You're going to have pain and misery. You're going to have hell. Look at the world around you. Look at the United States of America. Nothing but suffering. Nobody has peace. Except the few who are now working on themselves. Look at the world around you. Just look around you. All you see is misery, backbiting, lying, gossiping, revenge, jealousy, envy, and strife, and attacking, and thrill of attacking, and joining forces together, groups, and can't stand alone, and hatred, and that's all you ever see around you. You see no love. You see no love from your family, from your own parents, your brothers and your sisters, your so-called friends. You don't see any love. Zero love. This is hell on earth. Welcome to hell. You're like, oh, I'm afraid of dying and going to hell. You're already dead and you're already in hell. Welcome to hell. And if you drop your body in anger, which is hatred, which is playing God, you're there forever in hell. And what you're getting now is only going to be worse, and there's no way out. That's all everyone around you will be doing, including you, to each other, bringing misery upon each other. And there will be no way out. And there will be nothing but darkness. And the same darkness you have now, it's just going to be nothing but that. Because the darkness hates the light. And the darkness cannot handle the light. Why you think the darkness fight hard to keep you out of the light? It tell you, no, don't watch me. Don't watch those thoughts. Don't watch me. No, that's you. That's you and me. We are the same. And you say, oh, these thoughts are overwhelming. I can't do this. And you stop watching. You leave the light and go back into the darkness. And you get double trouble. Or you get mad at someone and you go back into the darkness. You got to love the light. And you can. And the light will make you free. But you got to stay in the light. You got to stay in it. When he say pray without ceasing, he just simply means stay in the light. A spiritual battle.